This week on Scullery Adventures, we attempt to make ice cream.
And sorbet.
So the last time I made ice cream, I think I was 7, so it wasn't really me making the ice cream. I don't know, have you ever made ice cream?
Only the kind where you like roll it in cans. And
Like a
the only thing you really do then is you do the rolling of the cans because the adults do everything else.
I hated that because like you'd be kicking the can and your shoelace would inevitably become untied and like wrap around the can and get frozen to it, and it sucked. That never happened to me. Happened to me a lot. Last time I made ice cream in a machine, it was one of those where you pack it in ice and you put the ice cream salt around it, and it was just a mess because if you put too much salt in, it froze solid. If you put not enough salt, it melted too quickly, and it took forever. So we bought a Cuisinart automatic ice cream machine and never used it before, so we'll see how that goes. And today we're going to be making summer sorbet. This is by Alton Brown, is where I found this recipe. And he says any combination of berries and stone fruit. So we're going to be making raspberry and nectarine.
And then from the handy little recipe book that we got with our machine, we're going to be making the peanut butter cup ice cream because that's what our mom told us to make.
We're going to start with the sorbet. We need to peel our stone fruits, so our nectarines. To do this, we're going to blanch them.
And so what you have to do, according to what we found anyway, is you take the bottom of the fruit and a paring knife and you make an X in it.
That's not the bottom.
That is not the bottom.
Apparently this is easy. I've never blanched something before. So it's, what, boiling water for 10 seconds?
Yes.
Ice water for 30 and then peel it? Okay. That's not completely in. Maybe I should just not use the basket?
Yeah, you could try just using the spoon.
Within 30 seconds, you think?
Oh.
See, I don't know if that's... I don't think that blanched properly.
Okay, so try it again.
See, this actually looks like the skin's like
Healing?
cracking.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I don't know. It's... Maybe it'd be easier with a knife. Let's see. Doesn't want to come off the pit. That one might actually be easier to do.
Because it's older.
Because it's a little bit more, right? Yeah, except the skin's coming off on it. So it doesn't want to.
Okay, so
see
come
that
off
blanch
it.
worked. He says half-inch pieces, but
You're pureeing it.
and I'm not that exact with a knife.
I understand cutting it into cubes, but what does it matter what size they are as long as they're small enough to pureeing?
I don't know.
Maybe he just has to do that for people who are like super exact. They have to have the exactness of the
Exactness,
recipe.
yeah, I don't do exact.
This is cooking, not baking.
I do good enough. That's how I cook and bake.
The fruit. See, this is why you want the full-size food processors.
Not the mini one.
Then we need the sugar, the vodka, and the lemon juice. Now to puree. If it's pureed to me. So,
It's actually
how do
yours.
we pour this out?
Very carefully, that's how we pour it out. How do you pour it out? Confidently, that's how you pour it out.
We put the mixture of the sorbet in the fridge because we have to get it down to 40 degrees, and it is currently around 76 degrees now. It was bouncing around a little. So we are going to prep for the peanut butter cup ice cream, and we will see you when we have it all prepped. We need to combine the peanut butter and sugar until smooth.
Okay.
Now we have to add the milk. Stir it on low until the sugar dissolves.
the sugar's dissolved.
Yeah, it's dissolved. Okay, so now
Stir in the heavy cream and vanilla.
So
Did I screw the lid on too tight?
yeah,
Last time I used it?
okay, looks good. So the next step is to cover and refrigerate for 1 to 2 hours or overnight. We will be doing 1 to 2 hours, maybe a little longer, but we're not doing it
1 to 2
overnight.
hours, yeah. Gotta wait.
Mm-hmm. Should probably do the dishes.
Any good jokes that I haven't heard? Now we're going to actually make the ice cream. So it's completely frozen. So this is a freezing bowl is how this ice cream maker works. And then I think you assemble it like so. Okay, so we're going to let this go for 10 minutes, then we're pouring the cookie pieces and let it go for 5 more and then see if it needs 5 more. Alright, so it's been about 10 minutes. Yeah, about that. So time to add. It's looking thicker, so that's a good sign. Okay, that looks like ice cream. Alright, so that's ice cream. Wow.
Well, the machine works really well. If nothing else, we've learned that. But we're gonna put it into this cute little ice cream container that we bought.
Oh, shoot. Oh no. Yep, just fling ice cream everywhere, Megan. That sounds like a brilliant idea. Okay.
The question is, will it all fit in the container? Even though it's not all going to fit, so.
It is quite a few hours later and our bowl is finally back to being frozen so we can actually make the sorbet.
We're just measuring the temperature of the sorbet to make sure that it's not too warm or not too cold. And unfortunately, this is a really slow instant read. Okay.
Alright, so now we're going to let this go for
Probably
15 minutes, although I'm thinking it might take 20. Unfortunately, our sorbet did not set up, and we're not entirely sure why. There could be a couple reasons. One could be that we didn't freeze the bowl long enough. Another one could be that Alton Brown puts vodka in his recipe, and vodka has a very, very low freezing temp, but at the same time, it's only a ½ ounce, so I don't understand how that could mix it up.
So are we going to try putting it in
So,
a container and freezing
Yeah,
it?
we're going to try putting it in the container and see if that will freeze it up.
I mean, it did thicken, I think, but it's just,
You know, the bowl is completely liquid, so I think the problem was we were trying to make 2 batches
Yeah.
in one day, so the bowl didn't completely set up. So if I had to guess, I think that's it. So, lesson learned, ice cream makers can only make, automatic ones can only make 1 batch of frozen treats a day.
at least a small one like
At least
this.
a small one, yeah. Alright, so it's still very liquidy, so we're just kind of testing for flavor and hopefully it sets up overnight. It has good flavor.
No, it's really good.
It is a really good flavor.
It's delicious. It's not too sweet.
I think it was that the bowl just was not frozen solid enough.
Yeah.
Now for the
Now, we won't be getting
One
it.
is frozen.
We won't be getting it with peanut butter cups because they're not that distributed.
Yeah, it's really good.
Were you expecting it to be bad? Your reaction was like, it's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, last time I had homemade ice cream and that pink thing that we just couldn't really get to freeze, it was just
Okay, well, here's a bit with a peanut butter cup.
Hey, she got the treasure.
I'll probably keep the ice cream bowl in the freezer
Keep it, yeah, just store it in the
just
freezer.
so I can make ice cream anytime I want because it was surprisingly easy and really delicious.
It is. It's very good. Very good.
That's it for this Scullery adventure. We learned a few things about our ice cream maker and that an automatic ice cream maker, I think,
It's
now
a
my
nice thing to have.
It's a nice thing.
It's like a sandwich press. You don't think, oh, it's not that useful. It's not that nice, probably. And then you have one, and you're like,
it's
I
really
can
nice.
make grilled cheese now.
It's probably my third favorite kitchen appliance. And I, of course, will be linking the recipes below along with my Pinterest, so you can also find them there.
If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more.
We'll see you next week with another recipe. I am the messiest person. Yep, that's me. Messy, messy, messy. Okay. So, peanut butter cup ice cream. Everywhere.